But it is also the same thing that said that, what do you call it? Don't be everything. You go to slap and you go to beat. Sometimes you go try and beat one small one, even though you have beaten everybody, big one, small, rich, poor, everybody. But you go just meet this one that is so ordinary, and that one will be your end. I am going to be their end. Okay. And I am still appealing to them anyway. So they said one has already constructed borehole on my land that I pay over $1 million for, like that. And they have said that I should go and do my worst. I don't have any worst to do, but the members of the temple, I just want you to know that whenever I share happenings in Nigeria with you, and I try to tell every one of you to try that, because some of these things haven't happened to you does not mean that they are not happening. And because you don't feel like they are happening, means that you will never understand when the victims of Nigeria try to express their rage. You know what I mean? It's like, what do you call it? It's like a place where you have no justice, a place where everyone is just like trying to take advantage of one another, a place where crime is disguised as being smart. I was told that, how could you leave your land for 10 years? I was like, if I buy a car and I've paid for it and I decided to park it, with the manufacturer call, the salesman or the car salesman that sold me the car, would he now just come because he has a spare key and come around and just drive my car away and say because I've not been driving the car? Oh, Baba, Nigeria, this is Nigeria, Jare. How can you leave land for that long? You said you're supposed to don't do something there. So I am now at fault that I bought land and I didn't build on it. I didn't do all of that. It's your fault now. That's what they do in Nigeria. You know, this country. So you agree with me, Nigeria is a lawless place. But you normalize that because it's normal. Okay? That's how they do it. You have to, what you need to do is that maybe you should look for small money and give them. So I have to rebuy it. Since I'm not going to build on it and I'm not going to rebuy it, they have now sold it to people who need it. You sold my land to somebody who need the land. It's like somebody selling your house and say, I have sold the house now. I just thought you don't need the house anymore. Nigeria normalizes abnormalities, and they are the reflection of their leaders. So, Mo will take 1 minute silence with me. Make una just let me do 1 minute silence because wahala is about to happen. I have told those people, if they sell my land, and I'm saying it again now, double shift. You see where this evil is, Abi? The person who sold my land, they are APC people in Odogbolu. I can't remember his original name now, but I'm going to find his original name. I'm going to get his photo. I'm going to get a picture of his house. I'm going to get the picture of his children. I'm going to make a video of him where he's working and all of that. And then I'm going to make all of that public. This person, the APC chairman Odogbolu, they call him APC leader in Odogbolu. If you go on social media and you type Yemi Oshibajo, Vice President of Nigeria, during the 2019 election campaign, he visited Odogbolu. Go and search for that picture. You will see the man that was next to him. His name is Double Chief. The other one, that one actually used to be like all this, those old men that would be like, that were taking care of us, the young people. Like, because I grew up in Ijebu, all this my head. All of them have incisions of different things. Agbele pota, what do they call them? If you try to like curse me from behind, I have not told you this before, okay? That's how I was raised. So I have all of these things that they have insisted on my head. They are for different things, okay? There are those that, all those kind of baba, that is where this baba keke, ladubo keke, lodogbolu, these are the two people who sold my land now. They've sold the land I'm going to find out the buyers. I'm going to get their family name. I'm going to get their pictures. I'm going to capture all their family members as well. And I'm going to actually know the combination of the people that have the audacity to actually encroach on my land. So if you search for that name, you will see his name there. It's on social media. So this Keke is like one of those Baba, like I said, that believe that we have a great future. I remember him very well. I grew up in Odogbolu. I know him. I know this Baba one-on-one. I know them one-on-one. They know me very well. I was like a 3 months old. 3 months old when I was taken to Odogbolu. And from that time, I never left Odogbolu until I turned 15. And there's a story behind that too. So I grew up with all these old men. They grew up. I mean, they grew old right before my very eyes. Now, them believe say we get greater future. You know those old men in your community, they that, you have a great future. We will never let the evil people kill you or kill your destiny, all those kind of things, right? Come here. Yeah, take this one. If anybody give you any poison or if anybody give you anything in your dream, when you wake up, now you go vomit on. I grew up in Odogbolu and I grew up in Ijebu, and that is why I am like, I might have left Ijebu now, but Ijebu never left me now. I am grateful to God that I could, I don't have to have, what do you call it, panic arrest or panic attack because some old men decided to sell my land and use the money to do what? What are they going to use the money for? These are old men. Oh. What are they going to use the money for? Anyway, so to everybody watching me from Odogbolu, Oro Keke, Morora Sorun Wenyen, Keke, to ti double shifu, wọ́n ti lata ilẹ̀ mi n'Odogbolu, wọ́n ti gbowó rẹ̀, wọ́n Keke ṣe bímọ ni wọ́n, Keke that is bóyá bí 70 or 75 years old. An old man, wọ́n ti sọ mí, Keke, wọ́n ṣe bímọ. Ọmọ last born rẹ̀ eleju ọmọ ọdún kan náà nọwọ́ yìí. Kó o bá ti dédé owó mi rẹ̀ gbà, ilẹ̀ mi rẹ̀ tà, owó rẹ̀ gbà. Kẹ́ ẹ bá rí fídíò wé, ẹ bá mi sọrí Kẹ̀kẹ́ o. Kẹ́ sọrí double shift o. Owó mi ràn gbà, ilẹ̀ mi ràn tà. Kàn má náwó rẹ̀ tán o. Ká rí ẹnikẹ́ni nínú wọn rè bá come across fídíò wé. Kẹ́ mú fóònù wọn náà yìí. Kẹ́ pè Kẹ̀kẹ́. Kẹ́ pè double shift. Fọ̀ká àróyé ràn gbà lórí ilẹ̀ mi. Kan tálẹ̀ mi kan yọ yé mi rẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. Yere ebe mi. Lórí ilẹ̀ rí mi bọ̀ rorílẹ̀ olílẹ̀ o. Ṣí mo kó orú wọn o. Kan rá tálẹ̀ mi o. Ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ wọn fọkàn má náwó yẹn tán o. Ká àróyé ràn gbà kan má ná tán o. Sọ́jú wà lọ. Káàdé rẹ ní rè rálẹ̀ mi náwó double shift. Rè la build bọ́ olú bẹ́ẹ̀. Kò dẹ́ ṣìwọ́rọ̀ tálẹ̀ ibo mo sí yé mi sí. Kò ṣìwọ́rọ̀ tàún. Ojú mi dáadáa o. Ṣọmọ alẹ́ o. Ẹgbọ́n náà yìí. Wò ti rà ràn pè ní ọjà bàṣà. Ọ̀nìgbádìyẹ ó tòṣì. O ti gbé tó níyọnu o. Dédé wọ́n rè náwó náà ilẹ̀ mi n'Odogbolu. Ẹnikẹ́ni nínú wọ́n rè bá rí fídíò wé náà t'Odogbolu. Dédé ọ̀nì rè náwó núlẹ̀ mi àti rè ìwọ rè rà ilẹ̀ ibo wọn sí yé mi sí. Ibo wọn sí yé mi sí. Ẹ máa jẹ́ kí n lọ gbé ìyá mi. Kí n lọ wú òkú ìyá mi. Kí n lọ sin síbòmí. Ọ̀nìgbádìyẹ ó tòṣì ń wá o. O ti gbé taláròyé, o ti gbé tó níyọnu. Ìwọ rè rálẹ̀ mi, wò ti ra wàhálà. Ìwọ rè mi ṣiṣẹ́ ní bẹ́ẹ̀ rè káàrẹ́ ẹ̀wọ̀n ẹ̀rọ bá gbà rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Bùkẹ́yẹ kò sí bíríkìlà rán gbà rẹ̀ fún. Kò sí lébìrà rán gbà rẹ̀ fún. Wojú mi rè o. Wọ́n ti kàn jọ̀gbọ̀n o. Wọ́n ti ra wàhálà o. Ẹ má sùn kẹ́ díjú o. Kẹ́ ẹ bá sùn, ẹ má díjú wọn méjèèjì o, ẹ̀wọ̀n rẹ̀ gbòwó, ẹ má nà tán o, má sọ jù wá o. Thank you very much. Let us continue. I think I'm going to take a break to take you back to where we started from. The message is directly for some people, and that is why I have to deliver it that way. Ẹni tó gbowó mi lódò ògbólú, àti ìwọ tó ralẹ̀ mi lódò ògbólú, ìwọ tó lọ ṣe bọ́ọ̀ síbẹ̀, àti ìwọ tó jẹ́ pé o máa kọ́ ilé sórí ilẹ̀ tí mo sin ìyá mi sí. Tó bá ń rìn kó máa wẹ̀yìn ní o. Ibikíbi tẹ́ bá ń lọ kẹ́ máa wẹ̀yìn yín báyìí ní o. Mi ò ní sọ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ o. I'll take a break and I will be back.
Gentlemen of the press, dear viewers, this afternoon at about 1400 hours, we took off from Lokoja coming to Abuja, and the journey was smooth, along with my convoy. And just about 1600 hours, my convoy, especially the security, had an encounter with another sister agency, and there was a fracas. Immediately, we waded in, and it was resolved. From there, we had a smooth journey down to Abuja. And ever since I came, I've been engaging in all the activities that brought me to Abuja, and it's been very smooth. So thereafter, I began to hear in the social media about assassination attempts. I want to state categorically very clear, dear Nigerians, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that there was no assassination attempt on me, Yahaya Bello, the executive governor of Kogi State, by the military or by anybody. Between Kogi State and FCT, it is a secured route. Thanks be to God Almighty and members of the military, the Nigerian police, the DSS, the Navy, the civil defense, the vigilantes, and the professional hunters, and all the citizens of our dear state. We have been able to secure that route, courtesy these various agencies and bodies that I enumerated. So, nobody would have attempted to assassinate me or anybody in my convoy. It is natural or...
That is Yeye Bello. I have another clip of him where his security details were fighting military. So there was a report that there was an assassination attempt on his life. And then he came back to debunk that by saying no. But what really happened was that they said his convoy approached military checkpoints. And when they got there, in their braggadocio way and all that, they decided to clear the way and just drive past it and all that. So the military blocked the road. One way or the other, they started shooting their typical Nigerian way. And he was dead, you know, they got away and all that. Then their media report was like, oh, Yeye Bello just escaped assassination attempts. And that was him saying no, he didn't. And talking about characters like that, maybe not violent one like that. Have you heard about Akeredolu, Ondo State Governor? Ha, Omo. You see, people get problem. And you remember that Akeredolu was for some time away to Germany. There was no medical facility for him to take care of his worsening health care in Ondo State. And he's been their governor for 4 years. I don't know how long it actually takes to build an hospital from the scratch. He kept the hospital and then fund it for the day that you are going to need that, instead of having to fly 7 hours, 6 hours, 14 hours to access medical care. Then they said they were making an attempt to impeach him or something like that, or he started feeling like his own deputy, okay, was probably plotting to remove him. You are sick. Go and take care of your health. Like, I mean, I was talking to somebody about him I think it was today. There are, people like Rotimi Akeredolu, they were part of those that before now you felt like they are so intelligent. They have this moral, good moral stuff, enough that they should be in government. But majority of all these criminals who have been parading themselves as pro-democratic, whatever, all over the place, chances, all they all wanted is power. And once you give it to them, you see their true character. This man is sick. He's unwell. So he had to be rushed back when the rumor that he's probably dead started flying about. So when he was finally brought back, apart from his wife fighting those she suspected to be those who have been using a voodoo on him, or those who want to politically remove him, and so many other things that she's always kind of professing and trying to say, I'm fighting for my husband. So when they came back, they accused his deputy, who has been staying or holding a fort for him while he was away. So they accused him of probably plotting against him. This man was still sick. And since his return, he hasn't been to Ondo State twice. He has been in Ibadan. And according to them, he's recuperating. He's sick. He needs time to take care of his own health, but he cannot let go. So he started the process of impeaching his own deputy for betraying him, for trying to remove him based on health ground. Now they are in the process of removing the deputy now. Then Southwest governors decided to go and see him in Ibadan. Look at Akeredolu Tori Olorun. Kilo de kilo leto gbele. Power because of waiting. The Ekiti state governor, who was part of them, you can see the look on his face. It was like, it was you. Now they are contemplating of taking him out of Nigeria again. Like, must you die there? Take a look. Look at Akeredolu. Kilo de. Is health not wealth again? Well, that's just by the way. You've heard that. I'm going to play you this first. It is in response to Sheikh Osama bin Gumi. When people have been asking that he should be arrested, it won't be the first time people are asking that he should be arrested. He should be arrested. This time around, is statement that the Christians in Nigeria, Southerners, they cannot be trusted with protecting or safeguarding Nigeria. Only the Northern Muslims have been the ones who have not destroyed Nigeria. That Southerners and Christians, they have been the ones who have been most corrupt, and they have been the ones who have been ruining and destroying Nigeria. They cannot be trusted, as well as Wiki of Abuja. Buba.
Shalom, shalom, Nigerians. I want to thank God for the way God has been showing us mercy as a people, as a nation. And I want to thank God for the way God is also exposing and the way God is also helping us to handle some basic issues. And I want to also thank you for praying for me and the support you have given us. Thousands and thousands, countless millions actually responded to the event that happened to me and my family. And thank you very much. We're all doing very well. And to the glory of God, we are advancing. But I want to say this. There are certain people in this country that I must, at this particular moment, I've kept quiet, we've kept quiet, but I felt the nudging in my spirit that they must be put in their places. And I want to say that Gumi, you and Sheikh Sokoto, or whatever your names are, you must begin to take yourself serious, because you are people that are less than human beings, if I will put it that way. You can't in any way begin to confront and challenge certain people and make them feel as if they are less Nigerians than you are. They are less Northerners than you are. I am a Northerner, all right? I am a Kanuri by tribe, but give me by language, okay? You cannot in any way intimidate us. You are a Fulani Sheikh. And at this point, I want you to know that Hausas, the eyes are open. Whether Kanuris or in other tribes, our eyes are open. You can't continue to deceive us with the downfall deception. All right? You have no right for you to intimidate anybody. That why should this person or that person be given an appointment to become the federal capital minister? It's just like Sheikh Sokoto saying, if Taraba and Nasarawa goes into the hands of Christians, Islam have lost it. What do you mean? What do you mean? Do you mean we're less than you are? Nonsense. You think and you talk like less than a dog. You don't talk like human being. You must put yourself in the right senses and do what is right, okay? The Nasarawa state belongs to every Nigerian, whether Christian or Muslim. And so the judiciary or the justices. Shalom, 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 Nigerians. Shalom, shalom, Nigerians. I want to thank God for the way God has been showing us mercy as a people, as a nation. And I want to thank God for the way God is also exposing and the way God is also helping us to handle some basic issues. And I want to also thank you for praying for me and the support you have given us. Thousands and thousands, countless millions actually responded to the event that happened to me and my family. And thank you very much. We're all doing very well. And to the glory of God, we are advancing. But I want to say this. There are certain people in this country that I must, at this particular moment, I've kept quiet, we've kept quiet, but I felt the nudging in my spirit that they must be put in their places. And I want to say that Gumi, you and Sheikh Sokoto or whatever your names are, you must.
I will respect all my traditional rulers. I will give you the due respect that is needed. I will make sure anytime I invite you, I will call you, put you in the best hotel for you to enjoy yourself. I will not look down and put you inside some. I will respect all my...
That's another House of Representative member who is also governorship candidate of SDP in Kogi State, where Yeye Bello is their governor. They can never, they can always get them, the worst of them in abundance. They have them, a lot of them in Sokoto. So that one is promising the Obas that they should not worry. When he becomes the governor, he will ensure that... Anyway, guys, thank you so much, because it's like my time is so gone, okay? But I'm going to use my next 10-15 minutes before I start taking calls, all right? Because I'm going to take calls. We're going to do our program normally, no matter what just happened to me. But I'm going to take us a little bit back to that 2018 when I was in Nigeria to give my mother that, pay her last respects and give her the befitting burial we could afford at the time. So this was me when we were taking my mom. You see that house in the background. So that is sorry, not the house per se. The street where we are all walking there. That's not far from where I was raised. This was from where I packed my bags, and then I became Glaswegian. So this was us following my mom for that last time, okay? And the people around me and everyone there, okay? And when we got to a part, it's just like the main road in the town and all this display and all that. But there is a portion I want to share with you. I have never really shared this publicly, but I'm going to share that for this record, for this diary today. So it will be the day I speak of those who came back to take, the same place I buried my mother, to decide to, rub it on my face and tell me to come and sort of exhume her. Sorry that I have to burden your mind with this, but this is what it feels like when Nigeria happens to you and lawlessness. Is the order of the day indeed. Here was when I was burying my mother 5 years ago.
ẹ má kàn ẹ fílẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ọmọ àgbà.
kúrò jáde ọ̀gbẹ́ni. Jésù alágbára yín náà. Ayérayé ọba tó pọ̀ nípa àti ọba tó jẹ́ bí Ọlọ́run àgbà ọba tó ń jẹ́ ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ má ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀. Àwọn ọmọ náà tó àwọn ọmọ náà àwọn ọmọ rẹ̀ bá mi dá pẹ̀lú wọn. Jésù náà máa ń ṣe lásìkò olóògbé rẹ̀. Jésù Olúwa wa.
Olóró ọ̀fẹ́ ní Olúwa Ọlọ́run ẹlẹ́dàá tún gbọ́ gbẹ́bẹ̀ àwọn ìjà wá gbọ́ gbẹ́bẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ rẹ̀ wọn bẹ̀ Ọlọ́run asọ́kùnrin ń bọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ yín Ọlọ́run wá gba sáfẹ́fẹ́ rẹ̀ ilé tó fi sílẹ̀ ọ̀nà tó fi sílẹ̀ má jẹ́ ó dàrú ìjọ Ọlọ́run tó fi sílẹ̀ má jẹ́ ó dàrú Jésù olùgbàlà ọba.
Àmín 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 lórúkọ Jésù.
Iṣẹ́ ẹ̀sìn wa.
Èyí ni iṣẹ́ ẹ̀sìn wa. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ bí ẹnikẹ́ni bá fún ara rẹ̀ para rẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí àṣà àti ìlànà ẹ̀sìn wa ìjọ wa kì í sí òkúrú ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Bí ènìyàn bá ronú àbí ó bínú tó fún ara ẹ̀ pa ara ẹ̀ fún ara ẹ̀ ó ṣe ìdájọ́ ara ẹ̀ kò sí ọ̀run fún. Ìdí nìyẹn tí a ò fi tẹ́wọ́ gba orú òkú. Àmọ́ àwọn ọmọ màmá báyìí ẹ bu yẹ̀pẹ̀ tẹ́tún àtòsí kí ẹ bá bu lórí òkú o. So ẹ bù ń bẹ̀. Eru fún eru, ekuru fún ekuru.
Sẹ́gbẹ́ òwúdà sẹ́gbẹ́ lóhùn. No. Bọ́n yẹn ara ń rí o. Wọ́n fẹ́ da granite sí ni o. System tàbí granite la kọ́ fẹ́ dà sí pẹ̀lú cement kọ́ńtà máa kọ́ dà sí.
So what this old men have done concerning this, which is my own version of Nigeria happening to me. I know a lot of you will tell me, why don't you get this, get that? I know what to do. I know what to get. But the real message here is that these old men, they killed my mother second time. They made me go back to look at that video. And that video, you know, so that's what they have just done. Because they want me to make arrangement to exhume that body there, that concrete grave, exhume her, take her bones. They actually want me to take my mother's bones and go and find somewhere else to bury it, because Nigeria is a fucked up place. I want you to remember that there are those who have suffered worse, and it can happen to anybody. Just remember that. And when I speak about the problems of Nigeria and how deep it is, And then I begin to try to make all of you to try and put yourselves in the picture, put yourselves in the shoes. You haven't been kidnapped. You will never understand how kidnappers, how those who are victims of kidnappings, how they are. You have not lost your entire savings and investment in a country that's economy continues to steal from you and destroy you. You probably haven't suffered that much. You may not understand what it feels like. But when you hear stories of all these stories, okay, what you need to do if you have empathy is to try and just for a moment, put yourself in that picture. Just put yourself in it. In it. And say, what if this was me? Like, what am I going to do? I'm living 6,000 miles away. But some greedy old men in a lawless place decided that I have to rebury my mother. I have to remourn her. I have to actually remourn the most precious thing to me in my life. But I'm going to take calls and I'm going to kind of just leave it at that. So thank you very much for that. Let's take a break. I'm going to go make myself another cup of tea. And then we're going to take calls tonight. Thank you very much. Thank you so much if you are still here with us. Remember, you need to like the broadcast. That's your own way of saying, I was there live. So like the broadcast, even if you have to leave now, that's fine. But make sure you do that before you go. I have a caller, I believe. Hello there.
Hello, Mr. Mayogo.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm a bit emotional, so
Baba, we just have to see what it feels like, and see what it feels like
may
when
your mom so rest in peace.
Imagine people who are actually going to be like powerless or helpless, and that's
Mr. Mayogo, I'm going to tell you. I just can't say Yoruba. Me o mo ti fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀lú English. Bí I lè translate me. Okay, my try.
Go ahead, don't worry.
Okay, ẹ sọ wípé wọ́n sọ statement kan pé ọ̀rọ̀ tá a bá sọ lórí program yẹn pé àwa gangan ni since the Japan wa la fi sọ, we can say whatever we want to say.
Absolutely.
Since we are all adults,
That's why I said that it's a free platform, right? If anybody wants to hold me for what I say, me, I don't regret what comes out of my mouth. I'm responsible for it.
Mr. Mayegun, Sherry, mo wá ń rò ọ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan nínú máa mi pé tí Ọlọ́run bá fún mi ní agbára, mi ò mú àti tí mo ṣe ìròyìn o pé like àwọn elders ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, agbára mi ẹ̀ máa fi pa wọ́n rẹ́. Wọ́n bà ayé àwọn ọmọ wọn jẹ́ for real, for big real. Gbogbo àwọn àgbààgbà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá wọn ò fẹ́rẹ̀ fún àwọn ọmọ. They don't think about the future of the next generation, and they are very selfish, very selfish. Bàbá Yegun, èyí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí, tí bá sọ títí tèmi fún yín, ìyá ti tèmi tèmi, my own mother ló ń ṣe títẹ̀lé fún mi. My popsi mi ti kú going to like 12 years now.
Oh, bless you so.
Property tó fún wa is spirit. Kò ju bí àmì 10 years just ìgbà tó pé 10 years mo ṣe ń bí mom sí ń pé báwo ni property ti dáàdì fún èmi àti àbúrò mi and everything. Bàbá mom sí ìyá tó bí mi ń threaten mi ni o. Wọ́n threaten mi lórí ogún lórí property tó yẹ kó fún èmi àtàbúrò mi ní Nàìjíríà. So
I think gbọ́dọ̀ sọ ti property ti dáàdì mi. You understand? Check one woman. Last time I had a conversation with somebody, I said, my dad died 6 years ago. And I have been told that, I know the tradition. So half of his property belongs to me. Okay? And by so doing, the family needs to sit down and give me my own part and tell me which is my own part. But maybe because I'm not in Nigeria, Baba, just early this year, I was asking somebody, I said, wait, have they not shared our dad's property? You know what they told me? They have. Somebody's already managing your own. I said, who is managing my own share? Nobody could tell me. They said, I'll call somebody and ask. I'll call this one. But they didn't threaten me, but I know that if I'm so interested, I go don't receive my own threat too.
Baba Mayegun, as in, my mom, ìyá tó bí mi gangan, as in, my emotional being pé, ẹni pé ògbójúlógún, like, ó dà pé mo notice nǹkan pé wọn ò fẹ́ jẹ́ kí àwọn tá wà láàbúrọ̀dì yìí, wọn ò fẹ́ jẹ́ ká wá sí Nàìjíríà yẹn mọ́.
Somebody has told me that before, that they don't want us to come back to Nigeria.
It is true. It is very true.
They may deceive you to bring your money and invest it to buy this, buy that.
Exactly.
They will plan and take it back from you.
So, as in, this is, mo tún ṣe investigation títí tó fi dé àkáǹtì ìyá tó bí mi. Nígbà tí mo ṣe investigation tí mo meye tó wà ní àkáǹtì, almost like 15 million ló wà ní àkáǹtì ìyá tó bí mi. And everybody, tí mo wá ń fọ̀rọ̀ gan lọ ní Nigeria family and everything, do you know what they are telling me is that kí tún máa like pé mi máa need láti fowó fàyà mi mọ́ra. I was like, what? Like, that's the only best what we can do. If you go to legal, like going to court and everything, they were like, all this emotional, no, this and this, and because I was like, everybody's just using sentiment like, and
they will blackmail you and gaslight you now. They want to carry your mama go court. They normalize all of this, and all of us grew up in that, Baba. But look at us now. We are now grown-ups now. See, we are now adults. We are now questioning those things like, that's not right, that's not normal. And they are going to be like, we'll show you.
It gets to an end. I was thinking that she got him going to show right. No, right. This is my father's property. This is, and as a mother, as in, as a mother, I just left, as me very much, as in she's taking every, as in, just
be accountable. Okay, this one is my own. Abi. This is how much is coming from me to you. Abi. Just be accountable. I'm not going to always say bring the money, but they don't see it that way.
Àwọn kìíní kan and everything on da gbogbo ẹ̀ sí rough. Tí bá pa àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n mi, àwọn náà ń da everything sí as in ọba kan wọ́n dà sí rough. Wọ́n as in mo kàn ń wò pé ṣé mo máa padà lọ sí ìlú ìmọ̀ṣà ṣé possible kí n padà lọ sí nàìjíríà ṣé ìlú lélẹ̀ ṣá mo tún wò pé ṣé máa tún gbé sájò ni ṣé máa gbé sájò ni Mr. Mayegun mi ò ní àwọn elders wa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá it's not ẹ mọ̀ ẹ ṣe láwọn tó ní Mr. Mayegun tèmi ṣe rọ́dà pé gbogbo wọn ni o mi ò rò bẹ́ẹ̀ ọkàn kù tó dá mọ́ o no mi ò lo sentiment and mi ò ní faith kankan mọ́ pé in fact mi ò ní any faith ó kù sí àwọn ọ̀dọ́ lọ́wọ́ báyìí mi ò mọ́ra bẹ̀ṣẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣe tí bá ní pé mo mọ̀ irọ́ ni mò ń pa tí bá ní mo mọ̀ mò ń parọ́ ni so.
I'll take another one, eh? Oh, I'm a larger. That's one thing that we all have to realize that if we all want something that works well, Baba, we would have to leave all our sentiments, all our emotions and everything there and just face the real thing and stand on it and say, right thing must be done. Or it's better me will just die than to just go to it and say it's okay.
I'm very, I don't even know, Mr. Mayegun,
but thank you so much. You have a good one. Thank you. So my caller was telling us that the elders and the older people from Nigeria, sorry, my caller, it was pretty much like my own experience of people selling my land and all of that, telling me to go and do my wars, and they are old people. His own case is that his own mother has been sitting on his own share of their father's property. And instead of them being accountable to him, the real owner, they are now blackmailing him that, or is she not your mother? And do you want to take your mother to court? Why are you, all of that stuff? So, and his conclusion is that so many, the elders, especially in Nigeria, or sorry, in Yoruba land in particular, that he kind of feel convinced that they don't wish us well, okay? And so many of them actually don't want us who are abroad to come back to Nigeria. Anything they can say or do to threaten us, intimidate us, and just stay away. And they can steal all our properties, as many as possible that they can, and sell them off as scraps, whatever it is. That's his own position there, and it's so true. Hello there.
Hello, Mayegun.
Hello, sir. How are you? Is that Don
Hello,
Gada?
I'm fine, Mayegun. No, it's Austin from Germany.
Austin. I kind of see, I saw you first, right? And then Don Gada was kind of popping in on my kind of side. I was like, okay, I don't know. Anyway, how are you tonight, Austin?
Okay, my dear, I'm fine. I'm really fine. I'm really fine. You know, I got a little bit emotional now when you are sharing about these things, and I felt so much bad. I felt so much bad. You know why? You know why I felt so much bad? The reason why I felt so much bad is because I have been once a victim of all these things. But the good thing about mine is that I do the same way they did. Something like that. I don't take chances, honestly. For example, last year I bought a car from a Nigerian guy, an Igbo guy based in US. And he come on social media, he do his church thing, he pray, he do all these things, and I called him and I told him, I saw one car from your garage. How much are you selling it? He told me the price. Yeah, he told me the price, and I told him, but I can't pay you at once. I can pay you instrumental. He said no problem. Then I started paying him every month 1,000 euro. And no, not even every month. I started paying him on the 20th of March to 3rd of May. I paid him the 4.5 million we agreed on. My brother. And I asked him, when are you going to ship the car? He told me the car is already on the way. The car will reach. And anytime I called him to know about it, the guy is angry with me. Yeah, he's angry with me. He blocked me in WhatsApp. Yeah, to be honestly speaking, he blocked me in WhatsApp. He blocked me in Facebook. He blocked me everywhere. Even when I use my wife's number to call him, he blocks me everywhere. He said I'm disturbing him. That's I should wait anytime. To be honestly speaking, then I called a blogger and made a video, and I talked with the blogger, and the blogger said, what kind of nonsense is this? And then the blogger said I should say whatever I want. I threatened him, and I was ready to carry out the threat. I have already made the plans already. Because he's an Igbo guy. We have already gone to his place. We know his place. I made the threat already. And I told him, I give you from now to August, my car or my money, or if you don't give me, I won't ask you again. Anytime you come to Nigeria, I'll cut off your head. And he thought I was playing.
You know, people don't understand that things like this can take you into a very, very dark place that you never even imagine yourself, even you yourself.
Definitely. So the point I'm trying to make now, after when I threatened him today, the following day he came out and made broadcast, and he said it, and people were sympathizing with him and talking nonsense. I told him, I don't give a damn about whatever people are saying with you. I have told you, from now to August, bring the car or my money, or don't come back to Nigeria again. So, and do you know, he delivered my car before that August, because I have already paid for the bill of lading. I have already paid the sale bill. I have paid for bill of lading 1,500,000.
So why the problem in the first place then?
He said I was disturbing him. I will call him in the morning. I can't even greet him. I won't even greet him. I will just be asking me about car. I said, am I to greet you? Who are you? Who are you? You are working your money. I'm working my money.
Business with you. You need to keep it posted.
Exactly.
And that's it.
Exactly.
Don't even let me ask before you update me. You're a businessman.
I honestly, I got my car. Even though the roof was destroyed, I took my car like that and went away to repair. I spent so much money on that car. But thank God today the car is in a good shape. I have the car. So I threatened him. That was the reason why he did it. Secondly, I bought also land 2017 before my wife came to Germany. I sent her money, she bought land. Do you know, I was feeling so much strong in me that they want to resell the land. I don't know why I was feeling that way, because I used to go to Nigeria every year. And I went to Nigeria last year. I used the blocks I have to refence the land, put gates on it. Do you know, when I was fencing this land, the man that sold the land to me, they came to me and said, I encroached in the land. I said, are you stupid?
Are you mad?
I did not encroach on the land. He said, I took part of their land. I said, never. He said he would take it. I said, if you touch this place, I'm not going to kill you only. I will burn you in your house. I left. They cut the fence and took a small portion of it. Okay, the portion they took is so small, not really much.
Okay.
They said, guys, there. So, and I really want to deal with him. My wife was telling me, and everybody, even my lawyer advised me. I said, okay, now we have seen where he took. Let's leave it. But what they would, and I said, for me not to carry out my threat, they will go and rebuild that fence how I did it. And they promised me and said they are going to rebuild it. So my last time they told me was in August last year. No, August this year. Sorry, August this year. They said they will rebuild it. And I'm going to Nigeria soon. And I told them, if you don't build anything there, I'm not going to touch my land, because I'm not ready to build the land. I have already fenced it. But you're not going to do anything on your own land. Yeah, you're not going to do anything on your own land. Anything you do, they will bulldozer it.
That's right.
So Nigerians, you see, they are the epitome of their leaders. Nigerians, all of us, we are so much heartless and wicked. We don't care. We don't have feelings. We are so devilish in our acting. Give Nigeria a little chance.
People that are victims of this whole thing, they will see them hurting, and they will be celebrating those who put them in those tears. We say those ones are smarter. Those who are crying,
they don't care.
They are not smart.
They don't care. Yeah, exactly. Nigerians doesn't care. So that is why whatever Tinubu and Co is doing to them, sometimes I don't feel pity about it, because put another Nigerian, not Tinubu, put another Nigerian, he will do the same thing.
Same thing, even worse.
He will do the same. He will do worse. Remove Tinubu now, put Okorocha, put whoever. He will do the same. We are so devilish. One of my friends used to say that Nigeria is a criminal syndicate. It's a very useless place. People don't understand the reason why we say divide Nigeria. Let everybody go and manage their problems.
Manage their own problems.
Divide it. Nigeria is not working for anyone. Nigeria is not working for anyone. All of us, we are victims of Nigeria. Like you used to say, because it has not happened to you does not mean that it doesn't happen. It happens to everyone, one way or the other. Look at where somebody buried his mom. They don't even have this empathy, these feelings.
No.
They went and sold the land to somebody. And they don't care. What the funny thing is, old people are exhibiting this kind of character. Old people, not even young ones. And tomorrow someone will come and tell me, don't worry, we should pray for Nigeria. Nigeria is going to be great. How? How do you think Nigeria is going to be great? How? You have devils. Devil is learning where Nigerians are. Devil is an apprentice.
A lot of us are.
I'm telling you honestly.
Before Nigeria happened to anybody, when you see people say fight, you go stand up. That's why I'm doing my own. May everybody just do their own.
I'm telling you.
Before they become victims.
I'm telling you. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry, my dear. Take out bet.
Thank you.
Take your time. Think about what you want to do, and I know you will get your land very well. If you carry on follow them the same way they do. Nigerians are only afraid of threatening. They are afraid of it. That's what I mean.
That they will push you to that dark place. Place that you never imagine yourself going to in order to fight back. But as for me, if not because they actually revisited the death of my mother, right, it wouldn't have mean so much. But what they just did is that they have opened an old wound, okay, and that is going to leave some impression. But thank you so much, Austin, for sharing your experience too with us tonight. Okay, Baba. Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, nice one, Baba. That's Austin there from Germany, who has experienced and believed that na madness, that they take your madness. You cannot be speaking English when you are dealing with Nigerians that are indeed criminally trying to take advantage of you.